is Israel currently preparing to respond to the recent Iranian missile attacks? And what strategies might they employ, given that there has been information about their tactics that has been leaked?
First of all, it seems that we cannot see the screen in Palestine. And I think you're asking me about what are the Israeli preparations to respond to Iran. We all remember that in April 13 of this year, Iran struck the Israel with many missiles. I think there was a Western power like the United States or France or UK or the United helped Israel to face these missiles, but these missiles still affected military bases. And I think they have 3 layers of air defense, including the Iron Dome. However, all of these 3 layers couldn't defend the Israeli skies. That's why the United States provided support, and they provided THAAD, the most developed missiles in the world and owned by the United States, which I think this is not the real thing. This is not the reality. The reality is that this state is unable to defend its sky. And the day before yesterday, we have seen how a drone from Lebanon, which is very simple drone, reached the residency of Netanyahu and could attack it, but Netanyahu is not at his home, which showed that the Prime Minister of the state of occupation cannot protect his house. How about protecting the citizens? Now the Middle East is moving towards an all-out regional war, and their only solution is to stop the fire in all of the fronts and to sit at a negotiations table to solve the Palestinian cause, which is the main issue in this region. Thousands of Palestinians have been displaced over 7 decades, and it has been under the occupation since 1967 in June. And the Palestinians wait for a solution, and the cause took a political path according to Oslo Accords. And all of these things didn't result in anything. Now the region is in danger, and the thing will escalate even further. Now we are in a need for wise people in the region to look for political solutions. And the problem in the region is not solved with security or with military aid actions. These peoples cannot bear up what they used to bear up since the beginning of the occupation, especially for the Palestinian people. That's why I say, despite of the protection of the Western countries to the state of occupation, they will not be able to stay in this place for the end of life. The solution to this, in order to have a normal existence of Israel in this region, political solution should be reached in order to give the Palestinians the right to establish their Palestinian state with its capital in Jerusalem, according to the borders of 1967, according to the international legitimacy. Israel also has to commit to the international agreements, including Oslo Accords. But after October 7th and after the genocide committed by the state of occupation inside Gaza Strip and the West Bank, and now they are attacking or violating Al-Aqsa Mosque, and the settlers are entering the Al-Aqsa Mosque to practice their own religion. This all shows that the leadership in Tel Aviv are never heading towards peace, and we can see this clearly as Palestinians. We are suffering from this right wing that is very extremist, and we cannot coexist with them, and Israel think that they have to protect themselves.